Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We are at Cougar Mountain Zoo today in Issaquah, and joining me right now is Leigh Winchell, who is Special Agent in Charge, Homeland Security Investigations. Nice to have you on the program again. Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Homeland Security Investigations does many things. A lot of people think of it as protecting our borders, but you do things like human trafficking investigations. One area that you are very focused on is counterfeit merchandise. How big of a problem is counterfeit merchandise?
Counterfeit merchandising is a huge problem. It costs the U.S. probably $200 to $250 billion a year. It costs us jobs, jobs going overseas, but more importantly, if those companies are not earning that kind of income, then they can't employ U.S. citizens here locally.
So aside from lost revenue, lost jobs, why else should we be concerned about counterfeit merchandise?
Well, traditionally we've thought of counterfeit merchandising in terms of luxury goods like Rolex watches or knockoff Gucci bags and so forth. But what we've seen is that those organizations have expanded into all sorts of arenas, and now we're dealing with health and safety issues. Health products, toothpaste that we use, and things like that, and it becomes a real serious safety issue.
So you bring up toothpaste. What would be wrong with counterfeit toothpaste?
Well, what happens with counterfeit toothpaste and other things like that is that it's manufactured in an unclean environment, and carcinogenics and other things get into the product. We've actually found toothpaste products that have some of the same ingredients as vehicle coolants or and so forth in the toothpaste product.
Other dangers?
Well, medications are manufactured also in unclean environments. We found a number of knockoff medications such as this in terms of Viagra or the Pfizer products. It's also other medications that are commonly used in the public. Same thing. There's material inside those products that are unsafe and a danger to the community, to the user in themselves.
And are you seeing a lot of people buying the counterfeit pharmaceuticals just for a way for people to save money? So they think, hey, I'll just go and I'll get these, and I'm saving money, and that's great for me.
Exactly, that's absolutely the problem. The problem is that people are seeing what they think is a good deal, purchase at a low price. It's the same with other counterfeit goods that we run across with. Everything is economically driven. Everybody wants to find the good deal, so they find the cheap counterfeit product, the pharmaceutical, and what they don't know is what they're ingesting could be very, very dangerous to them. Do
you have any instances where people have been injured or even killed as a result of taking counterfeit pharmaceuticals?
We have actually. I have a number of incidences across the country. Locally here in Bellevue in the last year or two, we've had women who were being injected with counterfeit Botox that wound up with horrific results and disfigurement and the need for extensive surgery to repair the damage that takes place. Again, it was a counterfeit product. It wasn't a controlled item, and all sorts of carcinogens and other things were being injected into their bodies.
Aside from pharmaceuticals, also just things like software, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. We find that we have a lot of problems with the software industry. We work very closely with Microsoft. In the past year or so, we've seized over $184 million in counterfeit footwear. So we work very closely with companies like Nike in the Pacific Northwest and others in order to try and curb that, because again, it's the economic impact in that environment that we have to deal with.
So what should someone do if they suspect that they're in the midst of buying something counterfeit or coming across something counterfeit? Is there a place where they can go? Should they report it? What should they do? Well, the first thing to remember is if it sounds like it's too good to be true, it probably is.
And so they need to stop doing that. And the other thing is that this is an instance where we're protecting the U.S. economy as much as we are anything else, in addition to the health issues. So they need to stop using those products immediately, and they have the opportunity to report that to us. We can investigate that, and we can try and stop that flow and bring those people to justice. And in sometimes they serve lengthy prison terms.
So stop buying, and the market will go away.
Exactly.
All right. Leigh Winchell, Special Agent in Charge, Homeland Security Investigations. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. Headline news at the top of the hour.